Most advice sounds reasonable. Clear, structured, confident. It tells you what to do and how to do it. It promises clarity in a complicated world, and that feels comforting. Because when life feels messy, advice feels like control. For a moment, you feel calmer. As if the problem has finally been identified. As if change is now possible. But something strange happens over time. You don't ignore the advice. You try to follow it. You wake up earlier. You plan your days more carefully. You build routines. You track progress. And at first, things improve. Then, life intervenes. Not dramatically. Not all at once. Schedules shift. Energy drops. Unexpected things happen. And slowly, the advice stops fitting. Not because it was wrong. Not because it was bad. But because life changed. When advice stops working, most people don't question the advice. They question themselves. They assume they didn't try hard enough. Didn't stay disciplined. Didn't remain consistent. So they look for more advice. Something clearer. Something stricter. Something more convincing. And the cycle continues. Advice works well in theory. It simplifies reality. It reduces complexity. It turns uncertainty into steps. And steps feel manageable. Advice offers order. And order feels like safety. Especially when life feels unpredictable. But advice often depends on assumptions it never mentions. Stable schedules, predictable energy, quiet environments. A version of life without constant interruption. Advice rarely states these assumptions, but it relies on them. When those conditions disappear, the advice collapses. Quietly, advice often treats people as if they were machines. Consistent input. Consistent output. But humans fluctuate. Emotionally, mentally, physically, energy changes. Attention drifts. Motivation rises and falls. Advice ignores this variability. And systems fail when variability is ignored. Motivation fails because it is unstable. Discipline fails because it is exhausting. Habits fail because life keeps changing. Advice fails because it assumes all three will hold steady. It assumes motivation. It demands discipline. And it expects habits to survive unchanged. That combination does not reflect real life. Advice focuses on actions. Do this. Avoid that. Repeat consistently. But change depends on context. Where an action lives. When it is triggered. What competes with it? Advice asks, what should you do? Systems ask, what happens when this becomes hard? This difference is subtle, but it explains almost everything. Advice works best when conditions are stable. Real life is rarely stable. Work pressure increases. Family needs shift. Health fluctuates. Attention fragments. Advice does not adapt. It waits for conditions to become ideal again, which rarely happens. So people abandon the system. Not intentionally. Not consciously. It just fades out of relevance. A better approach does not start with advice. It starts with constraints. Limited energy. Unpredictable schedules. Cognitive overload. Instead of asking, what should I do? It asks, what can survive my worst weeks? Systems are designed around friction. They reduce decision-making, lower expectations. Clear return points. They do not promise transformation. They allow continuation. Instead of optimizing performance, they protect consistency. Instead of demanding intensity, they tolerate weakness. This is not about doing more. It is about doing less, more reliably. Advice tries to eliminate failure. Systems assume failure will happen, and they plan for it. They make returning easy. They make restarting normal. They make imperfect days acceptable. This changes everything. Because people don't quit when they fail once. They quit when failure feels final. Real systems remove that feeling. They make progress quiet, unremarkable, unheroic, and sustainable. Advice does not fail because people are broken. It fails because life is complex. The goal is not to find better advice. It is to build systems that do not depend on it. Quietly, gradually, over time. If this helped you think more clearly, you'll probably enjoy the next essay.